Good morning. Welcome to the Seed to Soul podcast. Our episode, we are on number 7. That is crazy. Spring into wellness. Who am I? I am Allison Walls. I'm your host of the Seed to Soul podcast here. I am a Christian wife. I'm a mom of 3 kids. We have animals. We homeschool. I'm a licensed social worker. And I love Young Living essential oils and their products. And I have made that swap a few years ago. And I'm here today to share some thoughts that I have. So we had a spring launch, and that's kind of what we're going to talk about today is products that Young Living has just launched. I'm super excited to share that with you. We are going to go over, because all the products they launched were about spring cleaning, and that kind of got me in a spring cleaning mindset. So we're going to talk about spring cleaning tactics. What kind of tactics do you guys use for spring cleaning? But not only spring cleaning our house, but like spring cleaning ourselves and mentally. So how do you do that? And then we will end our podcast with something that is super fun I like to do, and then I like to talk to my clientele that I work with about too, is child-led play. And why did I choose that during spring? Because we can get outside. We can play with our kids now, although it's kind of cold and windy in Minnesota today. But those are all things that we can do. So I want to kind of focus on that so you guys can come up with fun ideas to use with your kids this summer. And yeah, that'll kind of be our show today. So I'm super excited that you're joining us. I want to, first of all, we film our podcast here at Streetside Studio 7 in Deja Blue House of Coffee here in Alexandria, Minnesota. And I want to give a shout out to them. Thank you so much for letting us do this, for letting me be able to reach many more people than I was when I was teaching in-person classes. So I'm super grateful for that. My drink of the day, didn't change. It's that strawberry matcha with strawberry cold foam. And I used almond milk today, so it tastes really good. I love it. I will try to get different drinks, I swear, but that's kind of my go-to right now. It just tastes so good, and it's got the green mixed with the sweetness of the strawberries. So thank you for letting us film here at Streetside Studio 7 in Deja Blue House of Coffee. They're very helpful. Thank you to my tech guy, Thomas. I sent him a ton of assets, and he is making this show look amazing. So we couldn't do that without him. Because my whole goal was to have my kit, but I ordered that last weekend, and it's not here yet. So I do not have all the spring launch stuff, so we have pictures for you today. Let's start with our Aroma Freedom Reset like we normally do every podcast, just so we can get centered and in to the right mindset for learning. So I want you to take your oils of lavender, frankincense, and stress away, 1 drop each. Sorry, there's a piece of dog hair on this and it's really bugging me. Okay, 1 drop each. I'm going to mix them in here, and I want you to think, what is something that a negative emotion you're feeling right now? Are you stressed? Are you overwhelmed? Are you anxious? Are you feeling really worried? What is a negative emotion that you're holding right now? Where are you holding that emotion? Do you feel that in your upper back and your lower back? Do you feel it in your neck, maybe your throat? Maybe you have a speech to give or something, and then that's holding you back. What is the thing that's having you feel this negative emotion? Was there too much at work this week that you're just holding on to? Did something not go right? Is there so much that you have to do over this weekend that's just so overwhelming for you? Are you thinking about spring cleaning and you don't even know where to start because it's an overwhelm? What is making you feel this negative emotion, and come up with that picture? Today, I think I am feeling anxious for all of the stuff that I have to get done. And I definitely can feel that I'm holding that in my shoulders. So now that you have all of that, you're going to take a drop of your oil, or 1 drop of each of your oils. You're going to rub it together. You're going to close your eyes, and you're going to breathe into that negative emotion. You're going to breathe into that feeling in your body. Make sure that oil goes into that spot. It's going to go into my shoulders and help to relax them. And think about that thought. Once it feels complete, either the thought or the image will go away, or the feeling will go away. Lower your hands, but take all the time that you need. Once it feels complete, you can take the leftover oils and rub them in your hair, on your neck. Get all that goodness all over your body for the rest of the day. I felt, what did you notice is normally a question I ask if we do this in person. I felt like my anxiety on my shoulders like moved up to my head, and it was kind of like working its way around of all the different thoughts that I had about things that have happened this week, but then also things that could happen. And so just letting that all go for right now and being present. So thank you for doing that with me so we can be present today. So let's move on to our spring launch. I think it's twice a year, Young Living launches a few new products. They launch them to see if it's a good idea that people are going to want to buy them. So some of these products that I'm going to talk about today are products that are going to stay. Some of them are products that are like testers, like, hey, if we really like it and you guys and we all buy a lot, they'll be like, yeah, this is something we should keep on market. Otherwise, kind of it's a once in a lifetime thing. So we're going to start with a Make a Shift video. They play this video at our convention or our launch, and it's so touching. So take a look at this video. Let me know what you think. How did you guys like that video? Every time I see that video, it's touching, because being a mom, and I used Young Living prior to actually being a mom. I was a dog mom, and then I was using Young Living, but just thinking about all of that stuff really resonates with me. Like, I have chosen products that are good for my family, and I don't have to worry about all of that scariness with all of those other types of products. So I really like that video. It kind of brings it into like, I'm making good choices, and we can all make different choices in our lives, right? On how we take care of our households. So let's talk about the diffuser. They launched a new diffuser. It is called the Wonderful Edge Diffuser. Our whole theme, this whole thing is linen. So it's called the Blue Linen. It is like this big, and it fits in your cup holder in your car. It is rechargeable. It holds up to like an 18-hour charge. They're talking about the difference between this one and the other rechargeable ones that we have. This one has grips on it, so it doesn't like slip around as much. And so it's really great for your cup holder. It's really great for travel. It's really great for any place in your house. If you want a diffuser that you can move from room to room to room, this is your diffuser. It does not take water though. So you open it up and you screw a bottle of oil into it, and then it can do intermittent types of things. So people were saying when they use the other Wonderful diffusers that they run it for like 5-10 minutes, turn it off. So it doesn't use your whole bottle of oil that fast. It's really has a good diffusing rate. So it's waterless. So yeah, it's great for your car while you're driving. It is limited time. So this isn't one that's going to stick around. So if you want it, you better get it. The wholesale price on it is $55. So if you're a member, at that 24% discount is $55. But if you're not a member, you could still buy it for $72.37. Okay. It is, a lot of people are saying they really like it. I have not tried it. It will come in my kit and I'm super excited to try it. Okay, so say you want that diffuser. What oil are you going to diffuse in it? Let's move on to the new oil that they launched. They launched a simplified by Jacob and Kate fresh linen blend. Okay, so the scent of a fresh starts inspired by just washed linens blowing out in the breeze. This is a limited time essential oil blend and it brings a sparkling clean feeling to every room. Okay, what is in it? I thought I had it right on here, but I don't. So let me grab it really quick, guys. What is in? I'm looking at the spring lookbook. So they gave us that. But what is in this fresh linen blend? Resources, that's what I need. Fresh linen blend. Okay. It has lavender oil, lemon oil, orange oil, cypress oil, tea tree oil, and cistus oil. Okay. So it has a really fresh, crisp, clean smell. A lot of people liked it. I cannot give you an honest review of it. I smelled it, but I was not feeling 100% when I was out there on Saturday. My nose was so plugged I could barely smell anything. But it's very uplifting fragrance, just like fresh laundered linens blowing in the breeze is what they're saying it's similar to. And that'd be really good in your diffuser around the house. It'd be also be good to put in your Thieves Laundry soap. It says you could put it in Epsom salt to do a nice warm bath. You could create a roller bottle with it to put it maybe on your arms to make your apply for your wrists. Could create a room spray with it. Looking at the oils that are on this, lavender is super calming, lemon is uplifting, orange is uplifting, cypress is great for circulation, tea tree is great for keeping us healthy, and cistus is great for your lung support. So it also has therapeutic benefits along with just smelling good. Okay, so that is our fresh linen blend. They talk about you could do a diffuser blend, put the 6 drops of fresh linen oil, 3 drops of lemon oil, and 3 drops of peppermint oil to do a morning reset blend. Or 8 drops of your fresh linen, 4 drops of lavender to do a soft and cozy clean blend. Open the windows blend, 7 drops of fresh linen, 3 drops of cypress, and 2 drops of orange. Because right now in Minnesota it's kind of cold to open your windows. A fresh start, 6 drops of fresh linen, 3 drops of stress away, and 3 drops of frankincense. Those are really good ideas. This says the oils that make up fresh linen carry a rich global story rooted with both traditional and everyday life. Lemon and bitter orange blossom, neroli oil, trace back to the Mediterranean, where citrus groves have long symbolized vitality, cleanliness, and renewal. Often used in natural cleaning and perfumery, lavender has been cherished since the ancient Roman times, when it was added to bathwater for its calming aroma. Cypress, with its tall, grounding presence, was used in ancient Greek and Egyptian cultures in rituals and spaces meant for reflection and transition. Tea tree, native to Australia, was traditionally used by the Aboriginal communities for its cleansing and protective qualities, while cistus, a resinous shrub from the Mediterranean, has a long history in incense and sacred practices. Together, these oils blend centuries of use into something that still feels beautifully simply today, clean, comforting, and deep-rooted in nature. Wow. Okay, so that is the oil. So if you want the diffuser and the oil, you could totally buy those together. What is another thing that they did with the fresh linen oil is they made a new laundry soap. Our fresh linen laundry detergent. So we have our Thieves laundry detergent. This is the fresh linen laundry detergent. It's free of SLS's dyes, formaldehyde, phosphate, synthetic perfumes, chlorine, bleach, and optical brighteners. It has natural enzymes to help fight dirt, stains, and strong odors. It is compatible with your high efficiency and conventional washing machines. You can use it in any washing machine. It is super concentrated. So there in the cap, there is a little line that says use up to this much only. Someone made an interesting comment at the class we were at, and they said, what does clean smell like? Nothing. Clean smells like nothing. If it's clean, it shouldn't have a smell because smell is bacteria and all of that stuff. So I thought that was a very interesting thing that I've never really thought about. So super simple, this fresh linen laundry detergent is, I do believe, is not, let me look quick, is limited time. So it is not a for sure going to stay thing, but if it's something that everyone likes, then you guys buy it, they might think about that. Okay. So this next product, they launched 2 different foaming hand soaps. Let's talk about the Fresh Lemon hand soap concentrate. Okay, so our Fresh Lemon hand soap concentrate, which is the little bottle one on the picture, it is bursting with bright citrus scent, gentle cleansing ingredients, and moisturizing apple fruit extract. This little bottle delivers skin-loving sunshine in every lather. You could buy this as just a concentrate. You could buy it with the concentrate with the foamer. Also, with the foamer and just as a concentrate, the little bottle it says limited time while supplies last. Okay. What is Fresh Lemon? If you guys are used to Young Living, we had an oil called Luscious Lemon, which is a Lang Lang lemon mixture. It's amazing. They took our Luscious Lemon and they rebranded it to Fresh Lemon. So same thing. They also have, which does not say it's limited time, is the Fresh Lemon Foaming Hand Soap Concentrate Refill. It's a refill pouch, uses approximately 66% less plastic than the traditional 32-ounce bottles. So it's a 32-ounce pouch refill. And I know they're doing our Thieves Foaming Hand Soap in that now also. So you have the concentrate refill, the bigger one or the smaller one. The smaller one and the foamer are on limited time if you were going to try that. The next foaming hand soap they came out with that they haven't had for a while is they're coming back with our lavender foaming hand soap concentrate, which is also limited time and while supplies last. I love our lavender smell, and so it's great in a hand soap also. It says soft, airy lather meets tranquil lavender aroma. This concentrated plant-powered formula is gentle on hands and brings a quiet luxury at any sink. You can buy that one with the foamer also for a limited time. So you could buy them as a single concentrate if you already have a foaming bottle, or you could buy it with. Those are all different options. Okay, the next one that they came out with is the Fresh Lemon Glass Cleaner Concentrate. Everyone who uses Young Living has just been doing Thieves Cleaner. And so now they decided to do a Fresh Lemon Glass Cleaner Concentrate. So you can have that Lang Lang lemon smell as you're cleaning your windows. They were talking, it works great in your cars, it works great in your house, it works great on anything that you would like to clean glass with, mirrors. It says achieve a streak-free shine without ammonia and synthetic fragrances. Plant-based cleansing agents help break down mineral buildup, while cheery lemon scents makes cleaning feel delightful. This does not say limited time. So I'm assuming our glass cleaner is going to be here to stay, guys, but you should still get your hands on it so you can tell them. There is a collection too that would be the glass cleaner concentrate with the spray bottle. They are moving to concentrates, guys, because it's better on plastic and then you're not paying for water. So you could take this glass screener concentrate, you could put all of it in a bottle and then use it, or you could put half of it, however you feel you need to do your windows, okay? And it's that fresh lemon, so it smells like the luscious lemon, the flowery lang lang lemon smell, which I absolutely love. Okay, I have another video for you guys that they showed us, and I thought it's impactful. So I want you to watch the thieves video, and then we can kind of chat about it afterwards.
I love thieves because it works. You can use it for many things: toothpaste, thieves wipes, and household cleaner.
Thieves is an incredible blend. It has rosemary, lemon, cinnamon, clove, and eucalyptus radiata. And we needed to find dedicated partner farms that really wanted the best quality possible.
We manage about 4,000 acres of smallholder farmers where we procure our raw materials from cinnamon to cloves. Harvesting cloves is a manual job. Our farmers are really good climbers and they know what to do. We are the first company in Sri Lanka to export organic essential oils. It's not only about being pesticide-free, it's about traceability and sustainability as well. We have Young Living specifications which are really strict, and before it even leaves our door, all these parameters are tested.
The lemon farm, we've been working with Trapino. They have beautiful agricultural practices. Their greenhouse was impeccably clean. There's no GMOs. They take such care with the new trees and the cover crop and the regenerative agriculture. And then they have a separate facility where they extract the essential oils. And then just like Young Living's farms, they have an on-site laboratory.
Rosemary is endemic to Morocco. The pressure on wild-crafted rosemary is huge. It's vanishing progressively. So when we started this about 7 years ago, we decided to farm everything that's wild and jeopardized. We are proud to work with Young Living. We share some values. Everything is completely natural. We don't use any additives, fertilizers. We have 2 plants, 1 distillation, 1 extraction. Quality for us is a really important matter because that's the way to make a difference.
We farm a number of different oils, including eucalyptus.
What helps to give consistency to quality is we've got agronomists, and then they will go out and teach our growers our philosophy, how to do regenerative farming.
They pick out by hand any impurities to ensure that only the best oil arrives.
For me, there's nothing more important than seed to seal, in the fact there's nothing more important than knowing what you're buying.
I love Thieves, and I also love the impact that it has globally.
We provide fair wages, fair working hours. We carry out special social programs such as providing scholarships.
You know, we have a majority of women working here. They are paid on their own bank account, which means that it's their money.
الحمد لله كنجيو وحنا فرحانين لخدمتنا كما كتشوف كلشي على عينيكم. كيخدم على راسو وما كيحتاجش انه يقول لشي واحد عطيني ولا هذا.
In Argentina, I was really impressed that they care so much about the waterways, everything in their area, and then their massive protected forest.
We don't buy the oil from our growers, rather we sell it on their behalf, so they'll make 3 to 4 times the minimum wage.
If you buy even 2 or 3 bottles, you must remember that you're changing our lives.
With every purchase of Thieves blends or product, now you can really see the massive impact that you're making on communities all over the world. If Gary had a chance to visit all of these farms, I know he would be blown away and so touched because it's exactly our standards, but not just the quality standard, but it's the passion that all of these individuals and farms feel towards the local community, the plants, giving back to nature, not because you have to, because you want to leave something behind. You really want to make an impact.
To the end user, thank you for what you're doing.
I can see how many people are impacted, from the farmers all the way to the consumer.
So what did you guys think about that video? The impact that thieves oil has on our world is breathtaking when I watch that video. Just to think, like, all the different countries that go together to put all of these components into this one bottle. And then when we buy that, that helps them. I love the part when they talk about the women and how they're earning their own paychecks. And that's not something that happens in their country. And so that is so cool and empowering to me as a woman to think that when I buy a bottle of thieves oil to help myself and my family, I'm helping so many other families also. So the impact of thieves oil is so much more than just like keeping me healthy. It's amazing. Thomas made a comment like, can you imagine what it would be like to stand in the lemon distillery when they were distilling all of those lemons? Oh my gosh, it's like mouth-watering almost. I would love to go visit all of them. The cool thing about Young Living is if you're ever in those areas, you can go visit all of our farms and distilleries. And that's amazing. It's really cool. Okay, so why are we talking about Thieves? Thieves is our cleaning line. They kind of rebranded our Make a Shift Happy Healthy Home Kit, which is our Thieves cleaning kit. So it says, make a shift that matters. Swap harsh cleaners for plant-based powered alternatives and essential oils that keep your home fresh and your family space healthier and happier. So there's a 4.4 ounce bottle of Thieves cleaner in this kit. There's a 12 ounce bottle of Thieves dish soap. There is a thing of Thieves laundry soap, a thing of Thieves kitchen and bath scrub, which is great for getting rust off your tubs and just doing in your sink. They have a 15 ml bottle of Thieves essential oil, a 15 ml of lemon essential oil, and then there is a multi-purpose spray bottle within this kit. So the wholesale price of the kit is $120. It does have 100 points that comes along with it. So this kit is really good if you're like, oh, I've been wanting to buy some Young Living, but I don't know. This is a great kit to start because for $120, you'd be able to unlock the best price for a whole year on all of our products just by buying this one kit that would swap every cleaning product in your house. So you could get rid of all the rest of them, and this would be your one kit that you would use to clean your whole entire house top to bottom. So I think it's a really good deal. It's a 40% savings on if you were going to buy each product or each thing individual. So that is the Healthy Happy Home Kit. Okay, so these bottles are super concentrated. Let's talk about that next. When I talk about super concentrated, I'm talking about our Thieves cleaner on this next one. One bottle of Thieves cleaner concentrate is equal to 28 bottles of cleaner. So like you take a cap full and you put it in and that's what you use. You can make 28 bottles out of one. So if you're saying, well, it's kind of expensive. Yeah, but I get all of this and I can clean everything. I use Thieves cleaner on everything, guys. I'm not kidding you. It is the one cleaner in my house I have. That's it. I clean my mirrors with it. I clean my toilet with it. I put them in my toilet, use the toilet wand. I clean my counters with it. Floors. That's what I use for everything. So if this one bottle can get me 28 different spray bottles and take like a month or two to be done with it, I think that's a good price. Okay. The next picture we have is the swap, right? Thieves spring cleaning swaps. Okay. Laundry soap. We kind of talked about that. We have swap out your laundry soap for some Thieves laundry soap, or if you want to be cool, you could get the new fresh linen laundry soap. That's not everyone has that. Your dishwasher stuff that you use. We have Thieves dishwashing tablets. I love them. You break them in half and use half a tablet in your dishwasher and it works amazing. Our Thieves all-purpose cleaner, which we just talked about. I remember when I wasn't using Thieves, I would have like window cleaner, toilet cleaner, every sort of cleaner. So like 10 cleaners, and now I'm swapping it for 1 bottle. Your Thieves dish soap. So that's a great swap from what you have. Any room spray that is out there in the world, you can swap that by using essential oils. Okay. In your diffuser, or you can make a linen spray out of it, anything.
And
or a
we
room
have our
spray.
first commenter on the stream.
Ooh, what?
Austin Walls states everything.
I use it for everything, even putting it in my kids' baths when they're not feeling well. Thieves Cleaner for everything.
Everything.
Don't sit too long, you'll get sprayed with Thieves Cleaner, but that's okay because it's safe. Your cleaning scrub, the Thieves Kitchen and Bath Scrub, replaces that too. So you can swap all of your products out for Thieves products. And you can do that by buying that kit we talked about. But why would I switch? Okay, so budget. 1 bottle of Thieves Concentrate makes about 20 to 28 bottles of Thieves Cleaner. Simplicity. Clean every single surface in your home with 1 cleaner. Wouldn't that be amazing? You wouldn't have to have all of these cleaners. You can even clean your wood with Thieves Cleaner. People were talking about just adding a little bit of lemon or lemon with olive oil to help polish your wood. Lemon oil. That's all they said. Health. Save your skin, eyes, lungs from harsh chemicals from our traditional cleaners. Safety. Clean, fully safe surfaces for our little ones and our furry friends. I remember like you wash the floor and then all of a sudden your dog comes by and licks the floor. I don't worry about that now, or they walk on the floor with their lovely paws and their pads just absorb everything. I don't have to worry about that when my dogs do that. Or my children sucking on the rags as I'm cleaning the floors. It's happened, guys. And I don't have to worry because using Thieves Cleaner is safe. No residue. Your dishes, your clothes, and surfaces that are truly clean and food safe. I always wonder when I was using other cleaners, when I was washing my dishes, there's like a residue on it. It's like, then I eat off that. So I'm just really eating soap. And so that's disturbing. At least Thieves Cleaner is plant-based and I'm not eating harsh chemicals. So those are a few reasons to swap or switch. Okay, best ways to order. If this is your first time ordering, there's a ShareYL code. We can talk more about that. But that from April 11th to April 30th, that'll get you a 15% off. Typically, it's a 10% off your first order, okay? If you place that on Loyalty Rewards, which is a monthly subscription program, if you wanted to do that, then you'll earn 10% back on points each month you place a loyalty order, okay? You could do your Thieves Cleaner on your loyalty, your vitamins, your Ninja Red, and then you'll also get a free diffuser when you place, so if you do it 1 month, if you place an order the next month on loyalty, you got a free diffuser with it, is what Young Living has said. And then bundle, because the bundle's on that page, right? The all-in bundle. So if you like all of these products that I just talked about, you want a diffuser, you want the new oil, you want the laundry soap, you want the lavender and the fresh lemon foaming hand soap, and you want to try the glass cleaner concentrate. You can get the all-in bundle. It is $150. You get 100 points. That would qualify you for your one-time order for 100 PV a year. Then you would unlock a discount for wholesale price for the whole year, which is a 24% discount. It's an amazing deal to try all the new products. That's the bundle that I got, and I'm super excited for it to come so I can try them and see what is all going on. And the next one is, I did talk about April 11th through April 30th. The ShareYL code is 15% off your first time order. I'm talking about putting in these orders, and I'm talking about this ShareYL code, and I'm letting you guys know this. If you want to do an order and this is your first time ordering, please reach out to me so I can help you. I want you to get under the right organization so then you're supported. If you just go on and order and you don't put in my member number as your enroller and sponsor, then you're going to be placed under some random person, okay? And it's not going to be beneficial when you reach out to me. I'll be like, oh, I didn't know that you ordered, and I'm not sure I can help you, but it's hard to swap when you get placed under random people. So in order for you to get placed under me, you'd have to use my member number. And that just means I'm able to support you and help you through things. I can call customer service with you. So if you're wanting to order, but you're not sure how, reach out to me and I can get you hooked up and we can get you in my team so I can support you and give you all the cool resources. Plus, if it's your first time order, 15% off. Yeah. Another thing that they probably did a few weeks ago was a Ninja Red rebrand. So all of our amazing Ninja Red products, guys, the Ninja Red, the Ninja Zing, the Ninja Nitro, have a new pretty picture. That's all it is. They didn't change the products. It's just a really cool, I think it's interesting. I got my first packet with the cool new thing on it, but the bottles look different. The Zing, did they rebrand the Nitro too?
They rebranded the Nitro a while ago.
Yeah, but it's just kind of a cool little
It's
simplified.
now like instead of the tube, it's now
the
like
packets.
a smaller nature packet.
Yes.
I got very confused when I ordered some more Nitro.
Nitro.
And I'm like, oh.
Yeah, they rebranded. So it's just a really simple label that you guys see. If Ninja is something that you've really been wanting to try, they do have a Make a Shift Reset Ninja kit, which is like a full 30-day supply telling you how to use it to help with inflammation. So that's another thing that you could try too. If cleaning isn't your big thing, but you're like, oh, I want to get rid of some inflammation, our Make a Shift Reset kit from Ninja Red is like Young Living's Ninja Red is amazing. I've done that 2 to 3 times. I take Ninja every day, but doing it in the quantities that they tell you to really helps your body to release inflammation. So that's awesome. Okay, what else did I learn last week? Those are all my pictures, all my craziness, that new products. But what did else? Oh my gosh, what did I learn? It was crazy. It was such a good class. I love going, and it's not even about like everything you learn, but it's about like spending time with your community. And we talked about that too. Like community is so important. And I feel so supported by these people that I go and hang out with when I do these, and it's just amazing. So one thing we did learn about was Mary Young who's our founder was Gary Young. His wife is Mary Young. She's now the CEO and she runs the company. But she's been choosing to do an oil every few months that we can all buy as a organization and just, try this oil together and kind of be on the same frequency together so we can all grow and help, because the mission of Young Living is oils in everyone's home, okay? This month's oil for April and May is humility oil. Sherry, who is my Royal Crown Diamond upline, she was talking about humility oil and she's like, oh, I just don't like it. The word humility was hard for her until she found her definition of humility, which was opening oneself to accept. I think it was, I don't even have it on my, but opening oneself to be one or to be led by the divine, something like that. So being open. So she made us these cute little bottles of humility, which is humility oil in it and some V6. And I've been putting it on my wrists as a perfume every morning just to help like up my frequency and to be able to be open and accepting. So what's in humility oil? This is an older book, so rosewood is no longer in it, but it has lang-lang to help balance the male and female energies. So one can move closer being towards spiritual attunement and allow to focus their thoughts together, filtering out the ever-present garbage. It brings back the feeling of self-love, confidence, joy, and peace. It has geranium oil in it, which could help with hormonal balance, liver, kidney, and functions, and the discharge of toxins that your liver could be holding us back from having balance emotionally. Geranium opens up the liver chakra, which is your solar plexus, and it helps to ease nervous tensions, stress, balance the emotions, lift the spirit, and foster peace, well-being, and hope. It has Melissa oil in it. Sherry has an amazing story on Melissa oil, and oh, it almost brings you to tears. Melissa is an oil that is powerful and an antiviral agent, yet with a very gentle and very delicate because of the nature of the plant. It has the ability to work with and enhance the gentle aspects of the human body. It is calming and uplifting and may help to balance the emotions It also may help to remove emotional blocks and instill a positive outlook on life. Frankincense oil contains sesquiterpenes, which might help oxygenate the pineal and pituitary glands. As one of the ingredients for the holy incense, it was used anciently to help enhance one's communication with the Creator. It was considered a prized possession and was given to Christ at his birth, and it may help promote a positive attitude. Spikenard is highly prized in the Middle East during the time of Christ. It was referred to several times in the Bible. It is an antifungal, anti-inflammatory, relaxing, regenerative, and helpful for allergic reactions on your skin. Myrrh is part of the formula the Lord gave Moses in Exodus 30:22 through 27. It promotes spiritual awareness and is a true gift. When we open our hearts and minds, we receive the gifts that will be given. Rose contains the highest frequency of all of our oils. It may help enhance the frequency of every cell, which could help bring balance and harmony into your body. Neroli oil has been regarded traditionally by the Egyptian people for its greatest attributes for healing the mind, body, and spirit. It's calming and relaxing to the body and spirit. It may also help to strengthen and stabilize the emotions and bring relief to seemingly hopeless situations. It encourages confidence, courage, joy, peace, and sensuality. It brings everything into focus of one at that moment. So having humility and forgiveness helps us to heal ourselves here on earth. It is an integral ingredient in having forgiveness and seeking a closer relationship with God. Through its frequency and fragrance, you may find the special place where your own healing may begin. So it's really a great emotional balancing oil. It can help with meditation, finding that peaceful place so you can start your healing journey. You can rub it over your heart, your neck, your temples. I've been putting it right on this big vein right here in my arm. It goes really well with acceptance oil and vision, forgiveness, inner child, inspiration, and peace and calming oils. The frequency of humility oil is at 88 megahertz. So it's a really great oil. I'm excited I have never had it before, so I did order one. So I'm super excited to order. This one has V6 in it, so it's a little diluted, which doesn't hurt anything. But I'm excited to have the full bottle and to be able to really work on what I need to work on. Okay, the other thing that she had us do on Friday night, we came for a special business type class, is we made a manifesting blend. And a manifesting blend helps you, along with this, Sherry had us do a lot of goals and what we wanted out of our life. And so within this manifesting blend, she gave us the main blend. And then she asked us to add our own oil, ask ourselves what oil we wanted. So the main blend in our custom dropper was 1 drop of acceptance oil, 1 drop of gratitude oil, 1 drop of joy oil, 1 drop of gathering oil, and 1 drop of abundance oil. And she talked about maintaining the frequency of acceptance and gratitude and joy equals abundance. Okay. And I have not started this, but I'm going to. I'm supposed to use this twice a day, and I'm supposed to think about what I want out of my life to help me get there. There's probably reasons I haven't started it yet because I've been too busy and there's fear in changing. So I'm kind of starting with humility to let go of that fear that I have, to help myself to be able to actually go for because I know there's going to have to be big changes in my life in order for me to get where I feel I'm called to get. So this is a super powerful blend. And the extra oil that I put in this oil, everyone chose something different. I chose Ula Family Oil, and I was afraid that Sherry wasn't going to have it because it's an older oil and not in existence anymore. But the reason I chose Ula Family was because in manifesting, I need my family to come along with me. So I want this to be a family thing. So that's why I chose that. It smells, I think it smells absolutely amazing. It is such a high frequency oil because it has all of the good stuff in it. So yeah, this is kind of cool. I'm super excited to start using this one. Again, starting with the humility to let go of my stuff so then I can actually move on. We all have things, right? Okay. So that, another thing I got, and I haven't started this book yet, but I'm going to tell you guys about it so you guys can check in with me. It's called Financial Aromatherapy. One of my big goals, I know we talked about goals, is debt-free. Being debt-free, being able to bring in more money than goes out and all of that stuff. So when I saw this book sitting on Sherry's table, it was Financial Aromatherapy, Essential Oil Strategies for Financial Prosperity. So it looks like, from what I'm reading, this lady goes into how she uses oils to break down her financial barriers, her financial thoughts, and to get on the right track so she can financially prosper. So I'm super excited to do this one. It says, what if there was an easy, effective, and fun way to feel less financial stress, become more financially empowered? Talk with your partner about money without it turning into a big fight. I'm always worried about that. Finally feel on top of your finances and becoming more prosperous. So when I'm reading it, this lady is a psychiatrist, or she's a psychiatrist, so psychologist, I think. So yeah, I'm excited about that. Different books that I pick out that I work on. Okay. What's our time check, Tom? Okay. Guys, do you have any spring cleaning tactics? How do you like to spring clean your house? Do you go top to bottom? I know Grandma always likes to go top to bottom. Get it out, open the windows, get all of that stuff out. I'm not good at spring cleaning my house. Like going through stuff, getting rid of stuff, dusting. Like I can do the main cleaning, but like deep cleaning, is that the time that you deep clean during your spring cleaning? How do you do that? So that's something I've been thinking about too. Smudging, I love to do smudging with sage? Yeah, white sage. Open the windows and let all the icky stuff that you've been struggling with all winter go out. That's part of my spring cleaning technique typically. Decluttering. I've heard of a lot of people decluttering right now, so that's a great time. Getting ready for garage sales. I know my sister asked if we should do a garage sale, and I was like, that sounds like a great idea. Are you going to come and grab the stuff and just do it for me? Because it's a lot of work. But not only spring cleaning our house, but like spring cleaning yourself, kind of like how I talked about. I'm going to start with humility, and I'm going to let myself be one with, and then I'm going to move on to the manifestation blend to help myself move on, because I got to clear out all the junk that I'm holding on to in order to move up. So using essential oils to do that is one thing I've really been working on.
Come on, guys. Leave us some tips.
Right. Focusing more on balance in my life. Balancing work with children. Trying to spend more time. We went on a field trip yesterday to the Todd County Museum. It was a homeschooling field trip. That was like one of the first ones we've ever been able to attend. So being intentional with the balance in my life. Spending more time with my kids. Trying to do that fun stuff. No one wants to spring clean. I get it. It doesn't look springy out yet. I mean, it looks springy. It looks nice outside, but you walk outside and it's cold. Okay, let's talk about child-led play then. What is child-led play? And this is hard for adults, and it was hard for me when I was first introduced to the concept also. But children learn and children grow through play, okay? So child-led play, the first time I learned about it was parent-child interactive therapy was some of my friends were doing, and so they were talking to me about it. And then I learned about it when I was going through ABC therapy training. And so it's a big concept that I've been working on. So basically what it is you sit down with your child and you do what your child's doing. It's a simple concept, but it's a hard concept because sometimes as adults, we want to lead the play and we want to tell them to do it that way. So I'm not saying sit down with a game of Candyland. I'm not saying sit down with any sort of game that has rules. Or if you do, you have to be okay with them breaking the rules because the child is in charge of the play. Okay, why would you do this? Why would I give my child that control, right? Because when we let our children play and we let our children be in control of that, it helps with their confidence. It helps with their imagination. It helps with their independence. So I say, I challenge most of my parents that I work with, like 15 minutes of child-led play a day. Going up to your kid and be like, hey buddy, what are we gonna do? How are we going to play today? You show me. Okay, mom, we're gonna build a house. Great, how are we gonna build the house? And they have to tell you like, oh, we're gonna put this block there, or here, take this block, mom, you start on this side and I'll start on this side. And then you just do it. And when they say, oh, no, mom, I didn't want it there. Okay, great, where do I want it? It also helps with their communication because then they're telling you what they need and what they want. It builds their confidence in the fact that, wow, mom thinks I have a good idea. Dad thinks I have a good idea. And they're following what I'm telling them. It helps with their independence because if you have a confident child, when you see them out in social situations, they can go out and they can play. They can come back and check in with you and come back. And then go play because they're confident. They know that you're going to be there. They have really great ideas. How often you should do this? I feel you should do it every day. 15 minutes every day is amazing for your child's confidence and your child just to be like, yep, I can have good ideas. And then it will move into different things too. I mean, it can start with little play times. It could do Play-Doh if you add sensory time into it too. But asking them what they want to do. And I think one of the big reasons I want to talk about this, like outside right now, like just being outside with your kids, letting them do that, letting them grow. I know riding bikes, our oldest Alexis didn't, like she rode with her training wheels forever. And then all of a sudden she got that confidence that and she's not my confident child, but she got the confidence that she was going to ride her bike. So then she started riding without training wheels. And then I don't even think it must have been the next summer that Danica was like, well, I want to try it now because Lexi can do it. So then Danica and Jackson both started riding without training wheels at the same time. So like giving them that to help them with that confidence. So bike riding, they fall down, you help them up. And that's the other thing about child-led play. It helps with nurturance. So if they do something, then you're there with them to nurture them. And it's always about nurturing and then following their lead is what we say in ABC. We don't call it child-led play. We call it following the lead. So what the child wants me to do, building a tower, like a great example, I love doing the blocks with families is like, you have blocks and the kid puts a block and then dad puts a block and the kid puts a block and dad puts a block or mom puts a block. And so you're building that tower together for teamwork. I have a lot of kids who don't like to share, but if they share with their parents, that's the first way we teach our kids to share too, right? So like, oh, mom's gonna play with the lion and I'm gonna play with the lion. And what does that kid do with the lion? The kid's walking around with the lion, rawr, rawr. So you're walking around the lion, rawr, rawr. And this is the smiles that these kids have is really cool to see. And then the parents are like, oh, this is fun for them. And then it can just build from there. So that's my challenge to you parents out there is even as teenagers, like what does your teenager want to do? What can you and your teenager do for 15 minutes a day to help with that connection, to help with that bonding, to help them teach you what to do? It could be art. Let's sit down and draw a picture. What kind of picture are we going to draw today? Type of thing. But the child's in charge of that play. And I'm not saying that if they do something dangerous that you can't stop them, because that's not it. If it's safe, then it's okay. But if they're like, oh, let's go jump off a bridge. Yeah, we probably shouldn't do that. Okay. That's common sense oil. If you guys need some, I have some. But common sense, right? Okay. But yeah, it's super helpful for the child's independence, their confidence, and just that relationship. Because, I don't know, my goals for my children are that they're independent, confident adults eventually, right? And if I can do that with their childhood, then hopefully they can do that in the world, right? No comments, huh? I've bored them all to death. Okay.
I see you guys there. Leave a comment.
I know. Are you guys sleeping? Are our fingers not working today? Your minds are just so blown on all the stuff that I just said. You have no idea. I get it. I get it. Okay. Our next podcast will be May 9th. That we're going to go back to 2nd and 4th. So it's going to be May 9th. It will be healing oils of the Bible. So we kind of talked about, there's a comment or what? Or are you talking about, you're excited about healing oils of the Bible? Yes, it's going to be good. I went through a healing oils of the Bible class with Sherry, so I have a few of her cool little tidbits, but then my dad is going to be here because my dad is super scientific and likes that stuff. So he's going to be here to explain more of the scientific stuff about it, and I'll be here to talk about the oils. So we're going to do a collaboration class about healing oils of the Bible. It's a really cool class about what oils were used during ancient times. And that's so cool. We kind of talked about a little bit of like Bible verses and oils today with humility oil. So yeah, I'm super excited about that next time. And then our next class, May 23rd, I have a friend coming on. She said she was going to do it. So it's going to be another really good class. Her name is Hannah. She's my rock dealer. I like to buy rocks and stones. And so Hannah's going to come join me May 23rd. And we're going to talk about what she does, because she does a lot of different things around the Alexandria area. So I'm super excited to get her on. So maybe she'll talk about her sound baths and just the really cool stuff she likes to do with different things in nature. I don't know. It's just, she's got a lot of cool things that she does. So I'm super excited to chat with her about that on May 23rd. Okay. No comments? Nothing. Wow. You guys didn't read my description. My description said come with questions. Okay. So, thank you to Streetside Studio 7 here in Deja Blue House of Coffee for hosting us.
Oh, we had a comment.
Oh, yay. A comment.
Looks like Austin Walls is back again. Good clarification on rock stone dealer. Lul was kind of worried.
Yeah. Well, you know, I can be your oil dealer. Hannah can be your rock dealer. These are all legal, guys. Okay? If you're bored in this cold weather, I want to give you a few podcasts to watch because, you know, you're watching mine, and I'm so grateful for that. But there's some other podcasts out there, too, that you could possibly take a look at if you're bored because it's not nice this weekend. I mean, it looks nice, but it's just not. So Pages of Ink, if you're super excited about book, Pages of Ink podcast, it is an amazing podcast to look at. Angelica does a great job with that. Zany Talks. If you need an uplifting, interesting conversation to listen to, Zany Talks is your podcast. You never know what it will be about. But there was one episode, it's a while ago, but portals versus, what was the other, Portals versus teleportation. I did not think I'd ever think about that topic, but let me tell you what, I texted my brother after that podcast and said, I am choosing a car because I like my body parts. So that's a great one too. I love that one. The Most Important Podcast Ever with Brian is a great podcast too. He's more serious, but I really like that too. Grounds for Discussion is a great podcast also that is filmed out of here. I think it's Sip Happens, right? That's what Casey and them do. They have another good podcast. That is a Sip Happens FM. That is a really good one that you can listen to. It's a lot of girl talk. It's a great one. They're all, yeah. Am I missing? Miles films a podcast too. And guys, I have not listened to Miles' podcast. I'm sorry. But he's a funny guy, so I can only imagine that The Unspecified Show is a great podcast to listen to also. I think that's everyone, isn't it? So far, right?
So far.
Oh my gosh, guys, all the podcasts that you can listen to all weekend, binge them.
And they're all filmed here.
They're all filmed here at Streetside Studio 7 in the Deja Blue House of Coffee. So super excited to be a part of this crew, and I'm excited to see you guys next week, or 2 weeks, in 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I don't know. May 9th, come back. Comments, questions though, come on guys. My dad will be here. You have sciencey questions? Ask them. If you're watching the replay, put replay and don't forget to comment your questions so that I know what they are for next time.
We do have a few more comments from Austin Walls. Good show, guys. And hi, Mom.
Hi, children. Hopefully they didn't hear the part about like lack of confidence and stuff. Whew. Okay. I hope you guys have a great Saturday. Stay warm. Get a suntan through the windows, okay? Bye.